So welcome back to part 2 of the 20p puzzle box sphere project. This is what we're trying to make. We managed to get this far in the last video. We've got a sphere mostly formed. You still need to finish off this end and that end, but there's the box, the hidden box is inside here. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this to the lathe, finish this off, and then do the final patterns on the box. So next up we need to mount this sphere in the lathe. Now you would normally use a jam chuck. You'd manufacture some or turn something that this jammed into it and made a clamp. But what I've done with my 3D printer, I've designed and printed a set of jaws which can take a spherical object inside. I've printed them up with a 0.6mm nozzle, which makes quite a strong build when you manufacture it on the 3D printer. And I will now mount this sphere into the jaws. And the nice thing about obviously these jaws are essentially a set of soft jaws. It means I can open and close them at will. I've put that in there. Again, I need to bring it exactly up to that center, and these are the center marks that we made earlier on in the project, become really important. So I'm going to bring up my live center and get it exactly centered on the center point. And what I've done with the jaws, you'll see there's space for my thumbs to come through here, my thumb and finger, so that I can just hold it firm as I clamp it up to make sure that it is properly centered. I've got my little mold that I can use this to check where it's out of round. I can clearly see that it needs some work. Start this up, get a bit of speed going. Now because these are soft jaws, clearly I don't want to put too much load on the tool, so it's very small cuts. I have a couple of high spots here that I need to take off. You also see the finial of the box that's inside, just because of the change in the grain, and that we'll use as a target when we come to make our pattern, beaded pattern. I'm just going to finish this off with a bit of abrasive paper. What we need to do now is make the beaded pattern on the surface here. What I did is I printed a small jig, a little marking jig, 3D printed that, but you don't have to use that. And that basically will pick up the valleys of the beads that I will be cutting into this. The first valley has got to be coincident with the join of the finial. So it's quite easy to come in there with a target. This is a 5mm beading tool. So I'm going to put it there. I'm going to catch that one corner exactly on that point, and I'm going to come and make my first bead. What you can do with the beading tool is just make a mark on the top of the bead with your pencil, and you want to work until you touch that mark. So you don't want to take it away, but you want to just get to that mark, and then you have the same size bead on all of your beads. Now keeping normal to that position. There we go, our first set of rings. And basically I will repeat that process on each of those, what were previously the faces. Just to remove this little mark in the center, I'm going to just make a little concave shape in the center. Helps to disguise the little joint as well. While it is in the tool, I'm going to do the final sanding. I'm going to 240 grit. I can rotate the ball. I'm going to do the other end of the box that we had next. Line it up. Check it's nicely centered using these holes. And there you go. Now these jaws will also be very good to use for things like making apples or pears or bits of fruit. And you need to do the ends, you can easily pop them in here. Now again, this we need to just make sure we've got it nice and round. I can just check with this little tool again that I've got the right positions. So that's correct. I'm going to use that line there to create the edge of the bead, and that will also disguise the inside box. So I'm going to start there. All looks good. And again, we've disguised the line of the box. It's on that seam over there, you can't even see it. I'm now going to do the final sanding. Some things seem to work better than they should because I can't find the spot that I need to open this box. So, there I see the grain's not quite matched. Well, after a bit of searching, I actually found the bit to push. You push that over there. Your box protrudes out this end over here. Little cavity. I'm now going to finally just put some my name on the inside of this box, add the 20p, oil it, and it's good to go. So there we have it, folks. Put a little bit of oil on it. It certainly has helped it with the opening, which I'm still battling to find. But if you press that side there, out it slides, a little bit of oil has certainly helped this as well. Inside a little hidden 20p and my name. If you've liked the video, please like it and subscribe. And any comments, questions that you might have, please give them to me. I will certainly reply. The fun little project gets a bit of symmetry, learn to turn a sphere, use the beading tool, and have a bit of fun. Hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye.